Yes guys, welcome from me, this is Championship Manager 0102. No, you have not stumbled onto the wrong channel. Your eyes do not deceive you. You are looking at poker. So, basically you guys know that I've, a big part of CM is really the forums and the CM community. And I've numerous times said that there's a lot of other stuff that is available on them forums. And I often say, if you haven't got on there, get your ass over there. So basically, some of the non-related football stuff is here and there, and it's poker. So after a lot of time in the wilderness, we decided to try and get the community together of some of the members of the forum, and play a little bit of poker. So the poker site we've used is pokernow.club. I did a lot of testing with a couple of the guys, testing what sort of blinds we're going to have, what sort of format, etc, etc. So, before I introduce you to the guys, the blinds, I mean, this is subject to change really, because the blinds, I start at 10 and 20, you can see in the top right hand corner, and they go up within 3 minutes. Now, the blinds, every level, I did 3-minute blinds, but I felt that maybe having played this now with 8 people, 3 minutes was just too quick. It was fine at heads up, but just way too quick. So might need to relook at that. After 3 levels, they go, an ante is incorporated, with the final level being something like 300 and 600. I capped it at 300 and 600 because you can see our starting chips is 1500. We agreed only mid-game that we would have 1 rebuy. We agreed that we'd have rebuy, and if you can see in the small, right, hang on, let me look. Tony, going to make a respectful fold here. Right, let me just pause this. So he's folded. Now that, I remember this, right, because we played this last night. I cannot believe Tony, oh shit, let me just go back on that. Let me just go back. I cannot believe Tony folded trip 8s, not a trip 8, sorry, it's a set of 8s. To be fair, it was a very good fold because he was confident that Ian had a 5, had the straight, and I get it, I totally get it, and it is a brave laydown, and he said, didn't he? He said, gonna make a disrespectful fold, but it's funny really, because when I was looking at it yesterday, I didn't see the 4, I thought it was only ace-2-3, I thought it was more barbaric. So, let me just show you then, from left to right, left going round, we've got Reese to my immediate left, we've got Redknapp, we've got Van Bike, we've got Ebfats, we've got Ian London, we've got Tony, and we've got Barry Fry. Now, Barry Fry, out of all the people that had said that they were happy to play, I was waiting on one person who was might be joining, might not, and that was Mark, the guy that runs the forums. And then Barry Fry turns up, and I know who Barry Fry is. That is not Mark. I know exactly who that is. That is Steve Harl. So it's quite funny actually to have seen Barry pop in. Incidentally, Steve, shall I say Barry, we'll call him Barry. Barry, I think it was a last second entry, and he didn't actually activate his rebuy. He was only happy to play the 1 game. But we decided to keep the rebuy in, and I think things like that need to be implemented immediately, or like before the game starts, and it was my fault really. I should have really thought about it. Just like I think the blinds were a little bit too quick. I had several times where I didn't play for a bit, and by the time I do get a hand, the blinds are going up, particularly when the antes are in as well. 20 seconds to react to your hand, with an additional 10-second time bank if you need it, which would be refilled every 5 successive hands. So, ignore the chat, that is just us yapping shit in the corner there. But basically, I've not really got any idea how anyone plays. The testing, I did a bit of testing with Tony, a bit with Ian, and a bit with Van Bike. 1 game, I think, with Reese. Redknapp never played with, Barry Fry never played with, Ed Fats never played with. But I think a result of 8 people from a possible 10 was a good result. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And this was always, actually, Ed Fats at this point is actually away, but I don't think he told us, did he? And I think he does come back in a bit, saying he had to sort his little out. I mean, I had the idea we could pause the game, but I guess if we pause every time, it could be a bit shit, really. Okay, so I can't go back on hands, actually. Like on them 8s a minute ago with Tony, I weren't able to go back. So this is my first any sort of half a hand, and we missed a flipe. Flipe? What the fuck? We missed a flop. I remember this hand. I do remember this hand. We do miss a flop. It's check all round, and we get a free card, ace of diamonds. Quite happy with that. Indeed, I'm happy with an ace of diamonds. It gives me what I feel, well, what is top pair. I'm not the greatest kicker in the world, but Tony comes out firing. I think, to be honest with you, right, Tony had a bad beat, well, that fold, and it was a good fold. Because he lost quite a bit there, and he was quite short-stacked early on, is what prompted the rebuy decision, because I didn't even think about it, and I think Tony asked, so I let the guys decide, what do you think? So let me know your views on a rebuy. Ordinarily, I'm not a fan of rebuys, ordinarily, because for me, a freeze out is a freeze out. But it was only fun, you know, and I think maybe those sort of, you know, and I can learn from that. So we sort of agreed collectively. Okay, the 8 of diamonds is on the river. You know, which bollocks is everything up for me, because Van Dijk last to act. There's 4 diamonds on the board, and I'm not, you know, I'm not prepared to take the risk on ace base pair, top pair ace high. Van Dijk makes a raise. I've already opted that I'm going to be folding whatever happens. So Ebbs is back now. He's just said Sol's putting a kid to bed. Putting a kid to bed. And Van Dijk, he shows over the flush. He shows over his flush. Okay. Now how can we? Let's go forward 30 seconds, shall we? Yeah, there you go. So 4-7. I've got a straight draw at this point. Looking for a 6. We're all in this by Ebbs. Ebbs is not in the hand. And when we're all in it, the pot is really building up. You can see that the blinds are going up now to 40-80. So I was wrong when I said 30-60. So 40-80 without an ante for level 3. Look at that. This is King 6. Okay, so what happened there? I think everyone folded, didn't they? Little hands that come away, yeah. Little hands that come in, always a pleasure. Whatever, Redknapp. Prick. Okay, so King 6 on the next hand. The pot, I mean, already the pot is 160. So I've limped. I say limped. I've limped into this. I say limped in. I'm on the. I'm on a blind, ain't I? What am I? Big blind. Yeah, it's big blind. I think with King in my hand, I'm always gonna. Okay, we've gone forward a little bit. 400. Barry Fry makes a big raise. Reeves re-raises all into 650. I can't remember. I can't remember who the. I thought Tony was the first person to have a rebuy because he was short stack, but maybe I got that wrong. Can't quite remember. Oh, here we go. Well, let's have a rebuff option. Okay, so we're actually discussing the rebuy thing. So we haven't even agreed the rebuy, and Reese is all in. So, okay. Excuse me. The emojis I could have disabled. They're all a bit shit, really, aren't they? Just to collectively agree, and blinds will. I have to mention that the blinds will remain the same because if someone takes a rebuy, they'll come in. I mean, the blinds are going to go up in 9 seconds. This is what I mean. I mean, this hand is going on, and we're coming to the end of the round. So they're going up to 60 and 120 with an ante of 30. The ante is half the small blind from level 4 upwards. Okay, so Reese is eliminated. That is Reese, I got that wrong. So Reese is eliminated, and he will take 1 rebuy. You'll see that the board might shift around a little bit. I think I learned that the board shifts around, right? You can see it says in the corner, options 1, Reese is making a rebuy. I need to authorise it. and it took me a while to work out because I hadn't prepared for this, hadn't planned, but he should pop up in a minute. Oh, you'll see me do it actually now. Actually, there you go. And he will come in to next hand. Okay, so Reese is coming in. What I noticed, some players shift around, I noticed. I think... Right, and I was just putting confirmation that Reese has done his replay. Okay, let's go forward. Oh, we've got an all-in from Tony. Call from Barry Fry. So we'll show you this. Right. Here we go. I can't remember what happens here. Redknapp was in the hand. He's put in 120. Oh, Ebbs has got up to 400. Oh, sorry, got that wrong, didn't I? Ebbs made the initial raise, didn't he? That's a brave fold from Ebbs. He put in 400. Okay. Top pair here for Tony. Barry Fry's almost drawn dead here. Only a 2 will save him. And it turns out for Tony right back in it. After the very look at that. So Redknapp showed his hand of that was quite harsh, wasn't it? It's just full right. Okay, fast forward this a little bit. It's me and Barry Fry. I don't even know what I'm doing in this hand. Really don't. So the blinds, as you can see, they are going up in 20 seconds, and they'll be 80, 160 with an ante of 40. Unless I went for a bluff here, which I ain't gonna lie, I thought about it, and probably I'd have won. Van Beek shows his hand. Look at that hand for Ebbs. That's King 3. They showed their hands. They're not in the hand, but they've got an option to show their cards. That's harsh from Ebbs. That really was. I actually won that hand, didn't I? Fuck, that's how I won that hand with 10. So realistically, it's funny, isn't it? I would have considered going for the. I thought about going for the bluff, but then I didn't need to. So I think Steve Harl. I think he's all in on the. I'm pretty sure he's all in here. Yeah, he's all in here. Steve Harl. I thought he was all in that hand before last, but I must have got that wrong. Okay. King 10, King Queen. And we don't see his cards. I don't... Right, so Steve's out, and he didn't do his... He didn't activate his clause to do a rebuy. You probably worked out he was going to get knocked out because of me saying he doesn't do his rebuy. I don't quite know why we didn't see his cards. Quite interesting, because to my understanding in poker is when you call someone's raise, they have to show their cards because you're calling to see their cards. If you raise somebody and I call and you show me your cards and you've got me beat, I muck them, you don't see them. That's how and the only other way you have to see someone's cards is if it's a showdown, and that was a showdown. So I'm a little bit confused by that. There was another thing that I saw that Tony also pointed out. You have an option to fold when you've got nothing to call. So you just a flat check. So realistically, you wouldn't fold for no reason. So a bit bizarre. So Steve Harl is out. But I'll tell you what we're going to do with Steve Harl and Barry Fry. We're not going to count him. We're not going to count him. Because he's the only player that doesn't take a rebuy. And he was uninvited. And he came in with a disgusting alias. So he can fuck himself. We'll watch his hand, then we'll start fast forwarding it 30 seconds in. The blinds end halfway through the round. 80-60 with an ante of 40. Again, I've not caught anything. Ian is in big trouble here. Ian's in massive trouble. He's virtually all in. It's a bit... I see. So Ebbs... 6-8. He got the straight. So Ebbs has taken a huge pot there. And Ian is eliminated. Ian, everyone does their rebuy at some point or another. So Ian does his rebuy, and there's the noise. And the thing about rebuys is, obviously I didn't allow for this, is you don't get the rebuy immediately. I have to wait a hand. It's a bit like ring play, really. Straight draw, and I fast forward to 30 seconds, as you can see, and we missed this flop completely. A decent sized pot there, not worth going for a bluff. Let's see, we're on Reese, Redknapp, checks all round, Van Beek, because, see, Van Beek just folds, mind you, I suppose, at the river you may as well, it's different at the river, there's no point, but when there's still cast to come. Okay, finally a half decent hand, Ace-Jack, and we chucked in a raise here, was that me that did that, let me just, yeah, it was me that put the raise in there, called from Reese, Redknapp, look at that, huge pot, monster, I'm all in actually, I'm all in. 5-2-8 raise from Reese. Did not want to see that. We're heads up. King 8. Only an ace will save me. Ace will save me. No. It's very difficult commentating on it after I know the results, because I knew that was the case. It's different when we're live, obviously. But, so I rebuy. I might rebuy slightly different. I have to put it in slightly different. So, everyone's shifted round a little bit. Yeah, the seats have shifted round, haven't they? So, and I didn't it was when I did a rebuy, but hey ho. Okay, on to the next hand then. My rebuy is done. Oh shit, let's just pause that. Pause that. So, another pot for Reese. 8-4. Okay. On to the next one, Jack 7. Still, guys, there you see that the blinds. We're into the last 30 seconds of 100/200. The next one is 150/300. The blinds are just so rapid. It's unbelievable. Completely unbelievable. And that's it all. Let's just go back. I can go forward 30 seconds and back 10. That's good, isn't it? Next hand then, Reese with another pot taken down. No, I've got that totally wrong. What was right, okay. Okay, my things just paused. Can you believe that? My things just paused. What's that all about? Okay, Queen 4 on the next hand. We'll do it a different way. Queen 4 on the next hand doesn't help me whatsoever. Let's go forward 30 seconds, and that is how the hand finishes. The blinds, you know, what are they? 150/300. We've only got 2 more rounds left. They are an absolute killer. But Van Beek, all in, so he ends up doing a rebuy here. Redknapp, with a pair of 9s. I think that was a showdown though. So Van Beek with a rebuy. 9-6 in the next hand for me. So every hand was taking probably a minute. So, you know, I'll learn from that. 7-3-3 on the flop. Doesn't help, does it? Does not help. Okay, let's just go back 10 seconds. So everyone folded, it looks like. I think there was a raise and everyone folded. 9-4. Yeah, it doesn't help me at all. Not help me at all. That's how that hand finished. The winner was yeah, I'm looking at. Oh, so Ian's eliminated here. Ian is eliminated with Redknapp. With, I think they said, someone said it, a hell of a bluff, and it cost him. It would have been you know, it would have been an amazing bluff, but I'd like to have watched that hand again actually, just to see how that hand, what the raises were on that hand, because that was quite a that was quite something. That was. Okay, for some reason I can't play it, but we'll do it this way anyway. 4-7 on the next hand. Ian has been eliminated. King 9. Oh, we've got a showdown here. Let me just... I don't quite know why it's not letting me... So there you see, hell of a showdown. Van Dijk has got aces. We've got Queen 9, King 9. This is probably the biggest hand in respect of the night, I feel. Are you ready? That's how it finished. Van Dijk took it. That was an absolute monster, and Tony is eliminated. You almost don't mind getting eliminated to pocket aces with a King 9. You know, it is hard. It is a tough one, but nevertheless, Ace 7, 4 of us left. Let me remind you here that, 5 of us left. Ebbs and Redknapp have not done their rebuy as of yet. Ace 7, I'm all in. I know what happens in this hand. I remember that was just fucking crazy. I was in a bad way. I thought a 7 could save me, an ace could save me. An 8, but a straight, and it came. But Reese had one as well, bastard. So that could have been different. You know, I could have had a lot more chips to work with had I've won that on my own. But a chop, we like a chop, we really do. Next hand, Ace King. This was always going to be another all-in for me, and I think there was always going to be some action. We missed the flop, and yeah, spoiler, we are eliminated to Ebbs pocket 9s. A pocket 9s is an easy call, no doubt about that. Not sure why Reese was in that hand with Jack 4, given there was a big raise pre-flop. Ebbs, I get it, and Ebbs wins the biggest pot of the night so far, and I am eliminated. We are down to 4 players, so I can't see no one's hands here. Let's go back. There you see, next hand goes to Van Dijk. He took it down, it would appear. He took it down with a raise. Nicely done. Why can I not go forward 10 seconds instead of 30? Bit of shit really, isn't it? If it was 10 seconds, it'd be fine. Okay, next hand goes to Redknapp with an Ace 5 at Ace High. Next hand, 7, 10, 2. Next hand, you've probably worked out where I'm going. Yeah, okay, so Redknapp has just won a huge pot, and I think you can see that Reese is making a rebuy. I think. Yeah, I thought, not Reese. Oh, maybe I weren't. No, maybe no one was doing a rebuy. Maybe I got that wrong. Just go back on it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Reese is eliminated here. Sorry, apologies. Reese is eliminated here. Oh, Reese did his rejoin, didn't he? Fucking did. So Reese is eliminated with his King 3. Yeah, I think, Redknapp took it. Sorry, my apologies there. Well done, Redknapp there. 3 people left. Van Dijk, a.k.a. Neil. Redknapp, a.k.a. Dean. Ebfats, a.k.a. Eben. Well, the guys are all proud of making the podium. So, this next hand, I can't seem to... I'm not really too fussed, so... Trying to... Okay, let's just do that. So, we're capped at the top blind here. 300 and 600 with an ante of 150. Let me remind you here at this point, Redknapp and Ebfats have not made their rebuy yet. Oh, well, we've gone to this, which must mean... Okay, why did I go to that? I might have just been going to it for the sake of it. I just assumed maybe I was going to it for another reason. Next hand. I don't quite know why it's not on... I don't know if it's been going for a while maybe, or because I'm using OBS. Okay, so... was a big pot there for Van Beek. And there you see, you know, he puts himself onto 11,000. 11,000. Okay, the next hand, look at the chips there. Ebfat's on 1596, Redknapp 3956, and Van Beek on 11,100. There you see, I mean, he's got a 5%. I can tell you that Ebfat's does not win this hand, just to make it a little bit easier. So Ebfat's makes his rebuy. And this is the problem. He made his rebuy at this stage. Ebfat's does resume, and you can see he shifted round the very next hand, and I'd have done the same thing as what Ebfat's did here. His first hand back here, pocket nines. Matt, at this stage, the correct call. And there you can see what happens here. Pocket nines against queen 10. 10 is on the flop, and we can go back if we can. And there you see, Van Beek does it. Ebfat's is eliminated. We are heads up now, and we have got our heads up now is between Redknapp and Van Beek. Van Beek 10,650, Redknapp 8,850. Let me remind you that the blinds are 300 and 600 with an ante of 150. They are not increasing anymore. Now, Redknapp hasn't taken his rebuy yet, so he could do exactly what Eben just did. But the blinds just swallow it up. So I've actually thought maybe the next one making it 2,000 chips to start with, 2,000 one rebuy, and 5-minute blinds. That's what I'm thinking. Let me know your views, guys. And oops. And there you see it. It didn't last long, did it? It didn't last long. There weren't many hands after Eben's departure. But, and I think after that flop, I think heads up, you've got to be more confident with middle pair, with an ace kicker. But credit where it's due to Redknapp. Not only did he win, it pains me to say this, it really does. It doesn't pain me as much as saying that word Barry Fry. But not only did he win it, but he did it without doing a rebuy. So you weren't expecting that, were you? He did it without doing a rebuy. And I think, you know, he did absolutely great. And I think these guys really enjoyed it. I know I did. I know Van Beek did, because he messaged me afterwards on WhatsApp saying really enjoyed that, and I totally agree. Really, really happy with how all that went. And I just think, you know, I can't seem to play it. These guys had a great time, and, you know, and I want to do it more. So, my idea is, if you guys watching on YouTube want to look into this, let me know. Get your ass over the forums. If that's what it's all about, it's keeping the game alive. And we're all CM. Not that there was not one shred of talking about CM. Definitely not. But yeah, enjoyed that. And that's it from me, guys. Till next time, take it easy.